Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. We could be in for some serious offense today. The Jags are top 10 in total yards, and they go up against the Dolphins defense that will need to be at the top of its game.
Well, Larry, with a sight of fans splashing in pools behind the end zone, we can only be in one place. That's Everbank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. Shoving through the defense. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. They send Stills in motion. Now the fourth-year man from Texas A&M, Christine Michael. Tough running, but not a lot to show for it. They stop him shy of the 25. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
They go to Michael again, and he's got room, and he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Flush to his right. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They run again with Michael. And not much running room. Down to the 32. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. They'll run a toss play to Michael. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now, that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
The slot man in motion right. Now a handoff. It's Christine Michael. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. And it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Here's Tannehill. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, they took the shot, didn't get it, and there's definitely a difference here because they had a chance to get 7, maybe 8 if they pushed it. Instead, they'll likely settle for 3.
Yeah, opening drive, holding him to 3, psychologically, maybe a win for the defense. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. This from 36 yards out. And Parkey's kick is good. And the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. So it's our visitors who make the first dent in the scoreboard as they get 3 here on the initial drive of the ball game.
Yeah, it's hard to say who actually won that opening drive. On the one hand, anytime you can come in as a road team and get an early lead, you're going to be thrilled. But at the same time, to have the ball as deep in enemy territory as they did and come away with only 3, that's got to be a little bit of a disappointment.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First carry for Leonard Fournette. And some space here. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key to left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking long for Westbrook. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Here's Tannehill. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. The throw on second down is Tannehill. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a third down. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. After the run, Tannehill going to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. To the air again, Tannehill. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. Dancing to his left. Then Latimer's got it. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. And they've got it here with a first down. Throwing again is Tannehill. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Room to run inside the 40. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On first down, it's Tannehill. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And on second and 10 now. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Draw play. Tannehill gives to Drake. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. On 1st and 10, Tannehill escaping the pressure right. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Tannehill hands to Drake. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They stay on the ground with Drake. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Tannehill buying time to his left. And that is going to be incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left. He's got room to run past the 20. And he's brought down after a good gain. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
He'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Howard. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. Second and 10. Tannehill once more. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's unable to grab it. thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
They'll look to throw. Oh, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
But nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. He's got the completion to Strong. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Back to throw now on first down. Being chased out left. And he's taken down. Trying to do a little too much. Getting outside of the pocket. And it results in a sack. Dominique Easley in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Now back to throw. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down.
Here we go now.
They're going to look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. He's going to rifle one deep left side. They've got his man complete. A big play. Tannehill to Parker. 54 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And
no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. On second down, here's Tannehill. He's going to look deep for Julius Thomas. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
The Dolphins on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 16. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
But Tannehill staying out there. They're going to go on 4th down. They snap it to Tannehill. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. They begin with a run by Fournette. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They'll run it again with Fournette, and he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. Around the NFL, 2nd quarter in Chicago. And it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. And they're going to go soft on the corners. From the end zone, Tannehill. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Going deep here for Stills. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. And it's 3rd down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. The final shot here before the break, Tannehill. And nowhere to go. He goes down to the turf in the end zone. Tannehill taken down for the safety. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the 2nd half in Week 8 in the NFL. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. The 20, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season, and the Jaguars add on to their lead. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. They got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
They'll drop to throw. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They just yielded a touchdown on the other end. Now they'll be trying to answer the bell and get a score of their own.
It's their opportunity to match. Can they do exactly what they just saw happen to them? Go down the field and score a touchdown. And to me, the best way to do it, look at your play sheet coordinator and call plays for guys that make the best plays for you. Go to the guys that you know can get the ball down to the end zone.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
They send Stills in motion. On second down, it's Drake. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. The Dolphins on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This time it's 3rd and 3. Tannehill now to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. That one good for 13 at a Dolphin first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now it's Tannehill. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now Tannehill. He'll set up the screen to Drake. A swift move and then tackled just on the other side of midfield. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. They send Stills in motion. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On first down, Drake. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Right back to Drake. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts us down to a 3rd and about 5.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. They go play action here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Drake off the give from Tannehill. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
And while there's no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. On 4th down, Tannehill. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Second down, here's Fournette. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
He dumps it off to Drake. And a loose football.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Now a first down throw, Tannehill letting one go deep for and this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins take advantage of the turnover and put up 6. And this one through the uprights and good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage. So I'm gonna put them
back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4.
Here we go now.
look to throw here. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. A gain of 3, second down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking long for Westbrook. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 3rd down, Fournette. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. So the offense has it 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Shipped together here from the D-line.
Here we go. Green, 39.
Back to throw here. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. His pass caught at the 4. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now here come the Dolphins. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And he gets it complete to Latimer. A gain of 6 there on first. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Tannehill on first down. Dancing to his left. He goes underneath to Drake. And he will be hit with a lot of force and spun down. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll make this a second down. Throwing again is Tannehill. Buying time to his left. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness. Just about got him into the end zone.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. And it's good, so that will get them back within 1 score. So here we go. They'll need the recovery, obviously, then a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Looking to throw. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. And it's third down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a 5-yard pickup, but spotted a few chain links short of the first, so a little bit of decision time here coming up on fourth down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll set up a throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. And out come the Dolphins now. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Calais Campbell in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They'll look to throw. And this is Latimer, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also 4th. Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. Now a desperation throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Myles Jack. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
They'll toss it to Fournette. A nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Jacksonville, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.